And we find that we embark on that heroic journey and things start happening in our favor because we can see more clearly and we're not blindly swinging at the enemy and the things that have held us back. So there's this enemy within us, and we've been blindly swinging blow after blow, trying to defeat this darkness that seems attached to us. But we all know we can't fight darkness with darkness. We are addicts and we've been stuck in the darkness. So all that we know is to combat it with darkness. And in the age-old symbolism, darkness, lies, deception, chaos, they all go in hand. And then there's light, which is represented by truth and honor and noble integrity. But for so long, we've been stuck in our addiction with this dark deception. We lie to ourselves. We lie to others. We're dishonest. We're manipulators. And so when we first try to start getting clean and sober and head in a meaningful direction, all we know is to fight that darkness, to fight that asshole within with the skills and tactics that we are aware of. And that is deception, that is lies. So we're lie to ourselves. We manipulate ourselves into believing, well, I would only be there if this would happen and that would happen. Well, damn, I can't be clean and sober because of this and that and this. And I got too many things stacked up against me and we find ourselves stumbling and tripping back into the pit of darkness, the pit of hell, the pit of chaos. What we've got to begin to do is begin to grab a hold of the light, the truth, the honesty. We don't blindly swing at darkness with darkness because we're never going to hit anything. And that's the trick of the asshole, the ego within. It would have you think that you're really doing something, that you're really making a stance, fighting it with deception and lies and piling on more bullshit that's only going to trip you up. That's the lie of the ego, the lie of the asshole. What we need to do is to adopt the heroic mindset that I'm going to grab a hold of something honest. And by God, just a little bit of honesty will get you a lot further than that lies and deception that we've been telling ourselves. Be a little bit more honest. Try to be a little bit more honest. And you say, Jaron, well, how's a little bit honest going to actually get me anywhere? Well, being a little bit more honest is a hell of a lot better than being a lot of dishonest and deception and all the lies and bullshit that we went through. Today, just try to be honest with yourself in the smallest amount that you can do, the smallest amount that you can muster. Maybe that's just saying, well, hell, maybe I am an addict. Maybe that's the best you can do today, but you build upon that and you begin to bring in this light, this truth, this honesty day by day, no matter how small, no matter how incremental, but we begin to add this honest lifestyle to our mindset, to our living, which has enabled us to see a little more clearly, like the age-old symbolism, darkness, chaos, order, light. When we bring a little bit of truth, that gives us a little flicker of hope. And then we have that flash, or the, what the hell are these things called? A lighter. Then we have a lighter, a little flicker. Can we light up and we see our path and a little bit more, and we grab a little bit more honesty and a little bit more light, and we grab a little bit more responsibility and a little bit more discipline, and we build upon that and we build upon that, and it becomes this snowball effect where it becomes our habit just to be honest and to be disciplined and to be responsible and to be forthright in our dealings. Because for so long we've been stuck in darkness that's all we know to combat darkness with is darkness. So we're this dishonest, deceiving, less than person. But that's not who we have to be. We don't have to be that asshole within us that's always relied on the addiction. We can begin to grab a hold of some truth, grab a hold of some honesty, some responsibility, some discipline. In essence, grab a hold of the hero within us that begins to combat the dark chaos of the asshole addict. Try to be a little bit more honest in your dealings today. Be a little more forthright and honest with yourself. Examine yourself and don't cover up and paint over the dark spots, the blemishes, the lies, the deception. Don't try to cover them up. Don't make excuses for them. Shed some light on them. Shed some honesty on them. And that's the path of a hero that's willing to confront the darkness and do what is necessary to march towards a sustainable life where they actually have some purpose and meaning. For too long, we've blindly been swinging at the darkness that we want to escape. You can't fight darkness with darkness. But if you would begin to shed a little bit of truth, however small, just be honest with yourself. Look at yourself in an honest introspection. Begin to examine yourself and say, aha. Because we've all had those aha moments, those epiphanies. And all it takes is a little flicker of light to get you to say, I've never looked at it that way. If we can begin to combat the chaos and the darkness with a little honesty, a little truth, a little integrity, a little light, it's going to begin to guide us in a direction that moves us away from the asshole addict. And we find that we embark on that heroic journey and things start happening in our favor because we can see more clearly and we're not blindly swinging at the enemy and the things that have held us back. We are open-eyed and far-sighted into the wide open possibilities that await us when we live a life according to the universal principle of being honest and being forthright and doing the right thing. Treat yourself as someone that deserves to be treated good. Be honest with yourself, respect yourself, be disciplined, be motivated to take another step on the road to recovery and become the badass hero that you know you are capable of. You guys will hear from me next episode.